your friends, or your personal diary. Whereas the teachers and parents is this classroom where they can add new courses and plan live sessions. The button with the plus lets you share your thoughts in the form of videos or images. Choose to post in new feed or on scrapbook and choose your privacy settings. Library provides you two options of courses and sessions where you can learn. It also lets us save a few in your wish list or download to watch it anytime, anywhere. The notification will give you updates about your friends, mentors, upcoming classes, and other important things. The platform also allows you to search a particular mentor, course, or your friend. In this menu, join or create groups, update your profile and account settings, check your transaction history, and many more. Make your future with just a click. Be more.
Yes, we just ran a video about how the platform can be explored. We will just do a quick demo of how the website looks like. So you can register. The name of the platform is Inkclick. You can download the app on iPhone and of course on Play Store. Yes, I have been getting a few questions. I will just respond on the questions in the meanwhile, or you can open the website www.inkclick.com. You can register as a parent, because as most of you are parents here. So you can register here as a parent. We will show you the steps. Click here to register. This is the registration form that you can click and do that. But here, just to make things easy, we will be registering you from our end so that आप directly log in कर सकते हैं. We will be registering you from our end with your email address and the phone numbers, and thereafter you may please log in. Tamni, please go to the login screen. So we will be sharing a form, a Google form on the chat. I request all the parents to please fill in the form, because once the form is filled, we will be registering the parents free of cost on the platform. You can also register yourself free of cost. So you will be registered as a parent. You will be receiving an email from Inkclick and also a message from Inkclick, which you need to verify. Mr. Ayush has shared the form on the chat. So once you fill that up, you will be registered on the platform today itself. And Aji, before the end of the day, आपकी email address पे एक verification mail और आपके phone पे एक verification message होगा. Once you clicked on that, you can log in onto the platform. And to log in, thereafter just click on login, put in your email address, and there will be a generic password which you can change later. There'll be a generic password which will be generated to you. You can please fill that. And then you can log in onto the platform. Tanvi, I request you to log in. Once you log in, this is what you will see on the platform. It is a networking community for students, parents, and teachers. Parents here can connect with other school parents, other teachers, your school, the school in which your child is studying. You can connect with those teachers all on the platform. You can click where we have logged in as a parent whose name is Pranav. You can click on the picture, and put in your photograph if you feel the need, and fill in your profile here. Some details about yourself, your date of birth, occupation, your child's details, academic and vocational interest. This will help you get better suggestions for your student, for your child. If you filled up robotics or if you filled up oil painting, you will be getting suggestions of teachers and students or courses regarding that. Thereafter, You can search and connect with your friends. We will take you to the home page, which is the feeds page. Here you can browse through a lot of content on the platform. You yourself can also, like this, for example, a tips for exam preparation. There are many teachers platforms, 11,000 teachers on the platform from India and overseas who are giving free information, knowledgeable information on the platform. And wherever you feel that, yes, you need to purchase a course, you can search for a course. Tanvi, I would request you to show how the search process works. Search for any course. Like here, she is searching for class 11 motion in a straight line. You can search that and view a promo of it, and thereafter either buy a full course or you can even buy a module for as low as 89 rupees. You can buy a full course or you can buy a module. We are just showing you the steps. Fill in your GST if need be, and then go to the payment method, and you can view all the transactions जो आपने purchase किया है for your child or for yourself. You can view all the transactions that you have done onto the transactions tab where it says my transactions. Also, the moment the transaction is done, if you purchased anything, you will be getting an email immediately on the email address with which you have been registered. On the classroom page, you can view all the purchases that you have done.
Sorry to interrupt you in between, ma'am. In the classroom section, if they want to like teach, they can add their courses, and in the library section is for your purchase courses and session. So whatever you have purchased on the platform, it will going to display in this section. If you have purchased any course, then it will be displaying in courses section, and the session will be displaying in session section.
I hope this gives clarity. So this is how I request all of you to please fill in the form which has been shared on the platform, on the chat here. And so that you are all registered on the platform, and thereafter you may verify your email address and the password and the phone number, and thereafter log in onto the platform. Today, so this is about the platform. Today we have amongst us Dr. Usha Ram, who is the head of the academic council with Inkclick. She's been an academic supervisor, vice principal, and then principal of various schools. She's the honorary chairperson at the National Progressive Schools Conference, moderator, head of marking, sports committee member, curricular planner for both CBSE and NOS. She's been decorated with a lot of awards internationally and nationally. So today, ma'am is going to be talking about parenting, because that is a challenge that most of us face with the preteens and teens. So ma'am, over to you for all the inputs.
Thank you so much, Parul. It was, I think you have explained it so beautifully that I don't have to talk about the digital learning, because I think parents have understood and if they have any other queries, because this is the only institute which really is safe. I look at it from the safety point of view, that this is with the help of the school. So we don't allow any individuals to do anything. So it's connected with the school. So the parents should feel safe that it is through your school that we are trying to work out everything, so that nobody has any doubt in the mind because of the, what all things happen today. But we are very safe because it's only for the schools, for the teachers, for the students, and for the parents. Okay. Let me. I know many of the parents must be knowing me also. Before I start, Ashirwad, don't start. Let me talk to parents on one issue. We have been talking about teachers as frontline warriors, and they have really worked very hard during the pandemic time, and the lockdown was there. But here is an opportunity for me to say that parents, you have been the backbone for us. They were the essential strengths which were required during this lockdown, and they were, I just noted down 6 what you were doing. You really did successfully: house management, self management, emotional strength, mental strength, social behavior, physical strength, nutrition strength, and then last but not the least, contentment and happiness. This had to be brought by you in the house with the help of your family. Okay, so I thought it's important that I should really mention that people really worked very hard during that time when we really needed you. And we, in any case, now we have come out of it. I hope that doesn't happen again. Okay, now I start off, friends. I have divided, dear friends and parents, I have divided the whole thing into 2. One is that I'm going to talk about, what are the issues, why is it, and all that. And then I come to parenting, that because of all that, parenting is very important and how we go about it. Okay, so I think we can start off. Ashirwad, we can start off. Yes. Good parenting. Next, please. Next, please. Yeah. So as you all know, because we are talking about experiential learning, I read, this is for all of us. I read, I forget. I discuss, I remember. I do, I inculcate. So this inculcation is very important if we do things with the children, which is very, very important. Next, please. Now, just now Parul has talked about, the advent of technology, which is in the lives of children, which is, we can't avoid that. Okay. So now there are precarious development of children because of various reasons. Let's take it one by one. Next, please. There's a peer pressure because, they started going to school. So there's a peer pressure. You are doing it, I'm doing it, or you are not doing it. There's another one word for this, which when we have this peer pressure, that is called spotlight syndrome. Every child wants to show, and, they want to be presented, and, so that peer pressure is very, very precarious, which is there, which I'll take it probably a little later. Yes, next, please. So after peer pressure, we have this substance abuse and addictions. This you all know. Next, please. Then the growing distance between parents and teens, lack of good communication. Now, sometimes because of a lot of work, or sometimes because we don't understand what my child wants, and there could be many, many reasons for that. Next, please. Now there's rise in nuclear families. That's a part of it. We are all growing. We all have nuclear families. So we have a lot of commitments and a lot of, jobs to do within the house and then outside when we are working. Next, please. There's a rise of dysfunctional family also. That's because of, again, stress, disputes, a lot of other issues which are there prevalent in the society. Next, please. Then rise of consumerism and instant gratification syndrome all around. There is so much of consumerism. People want, because they are being shown. So everybody wants to, gratify that. So that instant gratification syndrome has really risen a lot. Next, please. Then because of all that, there is anger, stress issues among the adolescents. One gets it, another one doesn't get it, or they are not able to achieve something. So there is a lot of anger and stress, and we can take it probably a little later. What could be the many more reasons for anger and stress? But then it's a part of what I'm talking about. Next, please. Now they're unable to deal with different kinds of emotions which they experience in the school, outside the school, in the society, and after 2 years staying in the house, to deal with those different kind of emotions, that, there's so much of disturbance in the minds of everybody. So you can imagine what will be happening to our children, to our students, when they have to go through so many things at one go. Next, please. Now they're struggling to communicate effectively about the needs, desires, requirements in life. Sometimes, they want, but they're not able to express, whether it is to the teachers, to the parents, to the grandparents, or to anybody, because, they don't know how to communicate, how effectively they can reach out to them. So this is again another problem. Next, please. Now, bridging the generation gap. We all had, even earlier there was a generation gap, even so this is going to remain. But then important thing is, as parents, as teachers, as school, we have to see that bridging the generation gap. Next, please. Now, being rooted in the past and reaching out to the fast changing world with a vision. Now, this vision is very, very important from the parents' point of view, from the teacher's point of view, or from any educators. That we cannot miss out to our past. That is rooted, that's there. But then how we change along with the time? What is, we cannot just stick to the old things and say nothing can be, things won't happen. It's not possible. It's a fast changing world, so we have to see with that vision. Next, please. Now, learning to follow the golden mean or the middle path, which I'll be taking in detail little later. But then it's important to follow the middle path, keeping the past also. We cannot leave our roots, but then we have to see the futuristic, what is happening around, and how to prepare our children for that. Next, please. Now, learning to be assertive. Now, this is from the for the parents. You have to be assertive. Now, what happens sometimes? Mother says something, the father says something, and either don't say. We have learning to be assertive. Be assertive. Don't expect too much, but then whatever you want, be assertive about that. That is very, very important when your child is growing, when the child is in the school, or even at home. Next, please. Knowing the rights and responsibility go together, and balancing between the two is most important. We always talk, I think we talk everywhere, and it should be done at home also. When we are talking about our rights, how about the responsibility? We have to balance both, and that is possible once I go further in detail when we look into the values and all that. Next, please. Being accountable for our actions and choices. We have to be accountable because this was the action and this was the choice. So it is our choice, our action. So we are accountable for that. Next, please. Next, Ashirwan. Yeah. Until you value yourself. Now, this was by MP. I read it and I found it to be very interesting. Until you value yourself, you won't value your time. Until you value your time, you won't do anything with it. This has to be taught to our children, how to value yourself, value your time. If I don't love myself, if I don't like myself, who is going to do that? It has to be from us. It has to come from within. When I talk about interesting things, that's a time, it all comes from within. Next, please. Now, when we are talking about the core human value, these are most important, but that there's no discussions as such. These are core human values: morality, truth, love, right conduct, tolerance, non-violence, peace. Anything out of that goes out, you're going to get into trouble. So these core human values, which we all have, I take it that as parents, we all have grown with this. Wherever there is little bit of disturbance, you can see what's happening around us. So it's very important that the core human values have to be kept in mind when we are with our children, when we are making, they are growing. Next, please. Now, the need for core human values, that is truth, love, peace, rightful conduct, and self-restraint. How to restrain yourself, how to have the rightful conduct, how to have peace, love, truth. All that comes from within. That has to happen probably with our surroundings, with the help of adults, with the help of parents, with the help of the teachers. Next, please. No. It is important to mention that emphasis should be laid on nurturing these values at the proper age by the parents at home and by the teachers through the school education. School education lays the foundation for right value system, setting up the right standards, learning to commit and dedicate, learn to behave in a proper manner, learn to communicate, and learning to properly dress. All these basic things are essential. We need to mention and we should nurture them. Next, please. These aims must be achieved. These are descriptions of the development of these are generic skills, the skills through which the students are trained to become successful learners, successful practitioners, successful businessmen or women, and above all, successful human beings in their specific area of study, practice, and work. Next, please. Now, Sam Petruda once, he said he's the chairman of National Knowledge Mission. He once said, he had gone with us to Japan and had taken my students along with me. I don't know how many parents know about that. Some of them might be there also. They had gone with me from different schools. We need to achieve excellence, which does not necessarily mean perfection, but perfection comes through excellence. Next, please. Now coming to types of values. Again, I see it's basically the same thing, but we are trying to reiterate again and again that these are very, very, very important. Now, material values are there, and to what level, how much, and according to the family, to the society, according to the, so that balance has to be kept in mind. Then aesthetic values, then intrinsic values that is come from within, those things, and then extrinsic, which, outside, I want to achieve, I want to do this, I must do it, I must get something. Then group specific values, how to, carry yourself with the group, and then universal values, and then of course the moral values are very, very important. Morality is very important. If we are ethically not sound and we don't try to do that with our children, where are we heading towards? Next, please. Now, family value system. Now, sharing thoughts, understanding and becoming intimate with people in the family, with society, with the religion, and among friends. Now, common family values, social values, traditions, folklore, literature, all this is very important. The children must appreciate and regard that these are, you belong to any one community, any one area, and there are folklores, there are literature which is available, and then there are traditions. We should see to it that we follow all of them when we are talking about this freedom, social contribution, truth, morality. All that is very, very important. Yes, please. Next. Now, essential moral values. The 6 essential moral values that any society invariably likes to see are truth, freedom, empathy, secularism, social contribution, and respect for elders. All these values are interrelated by a sense of balance of human character. No value, no concept exists that is not worthy, or worse, when it is treated autonomously, or when it is out of balance with society on the same plane. I don't need to explain, because you're all parents, you know what is happening. Why a little bit of imbalance is there, what could happen, what can happen, and what is happening. Next, please. Now, core fundamental ethical values. The following are the main core fundamental ethical values that need to be practiced: fairness, honesty, generosity, goal-oriented, committed, conscientious, knowledge update, and dissemination. Now, these needs to be taught to our children from the home and in the schools. Next, please. Now, values and behaviors. Happiness comes from letting values decide your behaviors and goals. Values can change over a lifetime as your experiences change your goal. Next, please. Now, parenting, a serious task, isn't it? Let's see how serious it is. Let's see what we need to look into. Next, please. Now, why parenting should be considered as important, a very important task. Your children are your most precious gift to the world, which, needless to say, your children would be running the world tomorrow. Parenting is the most important task of your life. So you cannot ignore them and carry on with your chores without even bothering about that. It needs to be looked into. Next, please. Yes, please. It doesn't require any qualification to be a parent, but to be a good parent, you need a lot of thought and efforts. Damages done by bad parenting cannot be rectified ever after. Whatever is done in the childhood, it really remains with the child for ages. But it doesn't go. So it's very important we have those impressions which are very good and they don't damage the child's personality. Next, please. Now, your parents' ideas of parenting doesn't work on your children. You will reap what you sow. Whatever you are doing, that you're going to sow. So don't think that you do something and say something, that's not going to happen. Next, please. Now, most popular parenting styles in India: overindulgent, call them tiger; non-indulgent, quail. Overindulgent tiger, that is, load the child with expectations. I want this, I was an IIT and I was this, I was that, you have to do that, and then push the child hard for it. Single-minded dedication. Don't allow the child to deviate even a slight bit. Invest everything in it, all that, because your mind is only into your child's growth and nothing else, whether it is good or bad, but you're only into it. So that is called overindulgent. The non-indulgent, that is oil style: no expectations or ambitions, finance and forget, no involvement, don't motivate the child for anything, focus on your own pursuits, leave the child to own resort. You've given everything, you think that the child can do it themselves. The children can do it themselves. Next, please. Now, what we actually need is the middle of the road approach, which I was talking about earlier, that the middle path is very, very important. Next, please. The ground rules of good parenting is: don't load the child with your expectations. Don't handhold, but be around. Loving and spoiling are absolutely different things. Loving is one side, spoiling is over loving is like spoiling. Absolutely different things. Neither you nor your child is the boss. Don't say, I'm the boss, you have to do it. Or child, you are the boss, you do whatever you want and I'll do. No, neither you nor your child is the boss. Provide what is needed, but don't come to blackmail. Give, but don't try to accept the blackmailing. If you don't do it, Papa, I won't do this, I won't do that. Don't agree. Mama, I will not do this if you don't do it. So we don't succumb to those blackmailing. Next, please. Children emulate easily, but find it difficult to do what is said. Be united in front of children. No rift in line of instructions. I talked about it earlier that you have to be very assertive. If mother says something, father has to accept it. If father says something, mother. Same thing happens with the friends and brothers, sisters, because otherwise the rift will really give wrong connotations to our children. Make a parenting policy and ensure its 100% implementation. Do not have a policy which cannot be implemented. You can't watch the television, you can't do this, you can't do that. You have to study for 7 hours when you come back. And if you make that policy, then it's not. But you make a policy and ensure to it that it is implemented in total. Next, please. Now the behavior. Help them to be courteous and friendly towards all, regardless of position, profession, and possession. Rich people, poor people, you have to be courteous and friendly. How does it matter? The peon is doing his job, the principal is doing her job, you are doing your job, everybody is doing their own. You're students, so same thing happens at home. The way we behave with our people who work with us. So we have to show that courteousness and friend. If we do that, automatically children also will do that. Allow making mistakes and learning from them. Now, what happens? We say, no mistake, no mistake. Arey, please allow them. उनको स्पेस दो, उनको जगह दो. वो मिस्टेक करेंगे तो लर्न करेंगे ना. So let them make mistakes so that, I used to tell them, anybody who submits holiday homework and it is very neat and tidy and all that, I said, no, it's not done by the child because it's done by the parent or by the sister or brother. But if the child does it, there will be mistakes. So, and they have to learn from the mistakes and never to do it again. Help them to learn sharing. Now, sharing is very important. Somebody has not brought something. We have to see to it that we share with them. Help them to learn differing the gratification. Because otherwise there's so much of desire. So how to learn to see that we want this, and I'll take only this. More than that, no. All this happens will be parents from your side and from our side in the schools. So both the groups have to work together to see that our children become holistic citizens in the country. Next, please. Help them appreciate the small things in life. The small things. Oh, rain is there, this is there, the roads are, never talk. Roads are bad, this is bad, that is. Please allow them to appreciate small things in life are very important. Birthdays, happy, going out for dinners. We can't wait only for the weddings and all that. No, it's just appreciate small things in the house. Oh, you got up early. Very good. Oh, you've given me a glass of water. Very nice. You kept your thing. So those small things, the chores which the child does with you is really going to make a difference. Respect of labor. Teach and allow them to do small chores themselves. Respect food and have everything which is offered, no leftovers. And I've seen children, they're so righteous about it. There was that on disaster management, on various other projects. They really take it very seriously. So you have to see to it that you respect the food in the house, and everyone else in the house also will do that. And no leftovers. Take only what you need. Don't take more than that. Next, please. Now, safety and security. This is also parents, dear parents and teachers, of course, you know, help them understand personal and public safety issues, that is cooking gas, electricity, motor vehicles, strangers, good touch, bad touch for our small kids for nursery KG, and then help them understand the emergency and behave reasonably in such situation. If there's an emergency in the house, what will you do? How will we really move together and then sensitize the child about gender related issues, because all are equal, and whether special child or no special child, boy, girl, doesn't matter at all. Next, please. Now, good parenting means good future citizens and a great future for all of us. So, dear parents, I'm sure in a nutshell I have been able to, you know, share with you that good parenting means we ourselves have to see what we are sowing, so that we what we do ourselves, the same thing we will expect from our children, and the same thing we do it in the school also, and both together we can have future citizens as great children of the world. Thank you Parul, and if any questions, I'm there waiting for the questions to be answered, please.
Thank you so much, Usha ma'am. It was very, very insightful, good tips for the parents here. Dear parents, I would request, there is a form which has been put on the chat. This is for two reasons. A, to mark the attendance from the school, so that the school is aware. And also, you fill in your email so that we can, and the phone number, so that you are registered on the platform. And thereafter, today, before the end of the day, you will be receiving an email and a message from Inkclick where you can verify it, and thereafter log in onto the platform and avail all the benefits free of cost. We are open to some questions. We request you to fill the form. It will take you less than 30 seconds. Ashwad, you may stop sharing the screen. And also, you may please raise your hands for any questions if you have regarding the webinar or related to Inkclick as a platform. Please feel free. जो भी आपके questions हैं, आप please hand raise कर लीजिए और आपके questions को अभी clear कर देंगे. अगर रिगार्डिंग द वेबिनार है या इंकक्लिक एज अ प्लेटफॉर्म है, आप सभी के बच्चे इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे ऑलरेडी रजिस्टर्ड हैं. कुछ बच्चे यूज कर रहे हैं प्लेटफॉर्म, कुछ बच्चे यूज नहीं कर रहे हैं. आई विल रिक्वेस्ट दे स्टार्ट यूजिंग द प्लेटफॉर्म because it's going to be very, very beneficial. Yes, may I have a question from Sharav, please? आप please अपना question बोल सकते हैं.
Hi, I just wanted to understand, is it the kid is in preschool right now. The question is, how can Inkclick help him right now? I know it's going to be from the parent at this point of time. And how will this grow the involvement with Inkclick and the benefits he will get? Will it be a voluntary thing, or will it be like a mandate to the students through the school? We'd like to know about that. Yeah.
Right. So very valid question. As you said that your child is in preschool. So obviously with this, we would obviously want the guardian, the parent, to be holding the profile for the child. So you can create the profile of the student, of your child, in the student's profile, fill in the details, and you look after the profile of the child till the time he's not until the age of grade 6 and 7, where he's independent enough to start using the platform on its own. And when it comes to preschool related, as I said, that this is not just K-12, but alongside that, if you're looking for someone to talk about just mental well-being of your child, or how to build on soft skills, or how to speech, or something related to stage fear, which is I'm talking about, this is all preschool and nursery level of queries which are raised by the parents. You can search for those teachers and mentors on the platform, connect with them, view their content free of cost, and if you feel that yes, this is worthy for my child, thereafter you may purchase that. And again, it keeps growing. At the moment, your child is in preschool, but of course, then grade 1, and then primary school, junior school, and then mid school and high school. So the journey keeps evolving. Any certificates that you have, suppose your child has just gone to grade 1, you can post out his picture, change of school, or a medal that your child has won. It is a learning journey that you're creating for your student, for your child, before he is in a professional world. We all are on LinkedIn. We have our journey, okay, schooling from this place, college, thereafter working here, and now here. But nobody has, we do not have a learning journey that, okay, my child is very good in art, or my child is very good in building Lego, or my child wants to study coding. We have coders on the teachers from on the platform, a very international company, Code Monkey, who is actually teaching coding for a 3-year-old going up to the age of 10. So you have a plethora of teachers and knowledge on the platform. Hope I've answered this, and we'd like to take the next question by Sarah.
Thank you.
Sarah, please अपना question पूछ सकते हैं.
Ma'am, actually I have two kids. So I have two kids, and I registered the two forms sent by you on Google Form. So I need to join on the separate mobile app for both the kids, or on single mobile and single mail ID is sufficient for both of them.
So well, आप मोबाइल पे आपने अगर ऐप डाउनलोड कर ली है, whether it is iOS और Android, आप दोनों पे डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं. You don't need to download separately, but both the children will have separate profiles with their separate email addresses. Like how suppose suppose your child is in grade 1 and grade 4. So one profile will be for your child for grade 1 and one will be for grade 4. आपने form fill up कर दिया, so they will be registering them. And then you can verify the email and the phone number, and thereafter आप खुद भी register कर सकते हैं अपने बच्चे को while clicking on register now. You had seen the format, student profile पे click करके आप उस form को fill करके you can register the child. But yes, each email ID will have each profile.
But till now I have filled the single mail ID for both the forms.
So well, we will be creating only one. You can fill up the form again for another email address. We will create 2 profiles then.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Yes, can I take your question, Preeti Bhatia? Unmute yourself, please. Preeti, you're still muted. Unmute yourself. Yes, we can hear you now.
मैम, मेरी मम्मा बोल रही है, मैं उनकी डॉटर बोल रही हूँ.
Right.
What do you
आप
want?
कौन से स्कूल से हो?
मतलब
आप कौन से स्कूल से हो? Which school are you in?
सेंट फ्रांसिस सीनियर सेकेंडरी स्कूल.
Right. So अभी एक फॉर्म भरा आपके लिए यहाँ पे गूगल फॉर्म एक है. So just fill that form और आपको रजिस्टर कर दिया जाएगा. Can I know your name, Preeti Bhatia? I think you should be registered on this.
मैम, मेरा नेम प्रीति भाटिया, ये मेरा नेम जियाना भाटिया है.
Okay, I think you would be registered because Saint Frobel ke all the students have been registered on the platform, and there is a form, एक form भरा हुआ है. अगर आप form नहीं भर पा रहे हो तो chat पे just write your name, your email address, your phone number and your school. Just write these 4 things. आप chat में just write your name, phone number.
मैम, ये सब मेरी मम्मा को बोल रही है.
Right. So आप अपनी मम्मा को बोलिए कि वो फॉर्म भर देंगे. Okay?
ओके. मैम, कौन सा फॉर्म?
ये फॉर्म चैट पे डाला है. There is dear parents kindly filled out this form. So just fill that form, right?
ओके.
Mitish, can I take your question? Yes, Mitish. You can unmute yourself and ask your question. Okay, I think there is. Shelly, can I ask your question? Can I have your question?
Excuse me, ma'am. I want to ask.
Good evening, ma'am. Alra. Hello.
Excuse me.
Yes, Shelly. Mitish, I'll come back to you. Yes, Shelly.
Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm talking from my mother's laptop.
एकेडमिक बहुत अच्छा है वो.
Yes, Shelly, please go ahead.
Excuse me, ma'am.
सब कुछ हो जाता है लेकिन
I will request only the person who is being asked to speak, please speak. Shelly, Unmute yourself
Yes.
and ask the question. I will
Ma'am?
come back to the rest later.
Ma'am, I'm saying that I'm using the device of my mother's laptop. So can you send the link of the student app of the
It is
app
the same
link?
app. It is the same app. Once you open the platform, once you open the website, you have options whether to register as a student, parent, or teacher. So just click on student and thereafter you can register.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes, Lamha, can I take your question?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, we have recently received a form from the school for CBSE registration for class 9th.
Well, this has got nothing to do with that. This is Inkclick as a platform, and इस पे register करने के लिए आपके पास अभी chat पे we have sent a form. We are just resharing the form again. आप उस form को fill up कर दीजिए. It's a short form, and of course you can log on to the website www.inkclick.com, or you can download the app. And if you have any questions, there is a WhatsApp number. आप उस पे भी connect कर सकते हैं.
So from here itself, you cannot answer the query.
This is not related to CBSE.
Okay, fine. Thank you.
Yeah, Nisha, can I get your question? Okay, Pankul, can I get your question?
Yes, ma'am. This is Advik's father. My child is in first standard in Bal Bharati Public School.
Right.
I have already got the form filled.
Yes.
Like you mentioned, it just took me 15 seconds. My query is out of eagerness because I have two children. The elder one is daughter who is in 6th standard. She is already using Byju's for last 3 years. I was actually wanting to know. Actually, I joined a little late, and hence
Yeah, I know what your question is. So, well, we do not intervene with what the school is teaching. We believe agar your child is in Bal Bharati, all the schools are really nice. Bal Bharati is a fantastic school. We believe in the methodology of what is taught in the school. If the child, agar bachcha school ja raha hai, there is a reason the child is going to the school, spending 6 hours. Maximum time of the child is spent by the teachers. We do not believe in gamification of content. We do not intervene. जो आपको स्कूल में टीचर्स पढ़ा रही है उसको अलग मेथोडोलॉजी से पढ़ाने के लिए we are not that. This is a learning platform. It is a networking platform. यहाँ पे आपका बच्चा, as you said, is in grade 1. आप, for now, obviously you will be handling your child's profile. You can connect with other school teachers, your own school teachers. You can find them on the platform. You can connect with different students. And thereafter, it is free to register. Thereafter, if you feel that your child needs something alongside what the child has been taught in the school, maybe a music, guitar, chess, or any other class, or a counseling, or maybe a maths tuition or something, that you can search for, view, and thereafter pay and consume content.
Sure, ma'am. So I think can I also get registered for St. Thomas because my elder daughter is in St. Thomas?
Yes, please. St. Thomas is already a member with us. I'm sure the child must have been registered. If not, you can go on the website, register the child on your own, or you can fill up the form, and we will be registering you. And yes, I have been getting questions. Sorry, Inkclick is not Byju's. We are not subscription based. We do not ask the parents to pay a subscription to come on the platform. We are not just dealing with only CBSE and just gamification of content. We are not intervening or interfering with what the school teachers are doing. Your school teachers are doing a fantastic job, and we do not want to interfere. Yes. I think we are running short of time. Request the parents who have joined late, please fill in the forms. And there is also a WhatsApp number. The team can connect with you for any queries.
Sure, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I request, as quite a few parents have filled up the form, for the others, I would want them to fill the form. And also there is a poll which we are sharing at the moment on screen. Request you to, it'll take you 30 seconds to fill the form, fill the poll. Ashirvad?
Excuse me.
Yes, there is a poll which has been put on the screen. Request you to please give us a poll so that we know what are your thoughts and
Hello. Hello.
Ashirvad, please share the poll on screen.
Hello, madam.
Yes.
हेलो मेरा नाम मोहरूब है थोड़ा थोड़ा हिंदी में भी बात कर लो
Yes, we have been speaking in Hindi also, and form is there. I request all of you to fill the form.
Hello, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, I have already filled the attendance form, but the second form you have to send me the website wala. It's not open properly.
The website, it's you can open the website on any of the gadgets that you have, phone, iPad, or the computer.
हम जो website वाला form था उसी के अंदर form fill up करना है.
नहीं, website का तो link है. You just have to click on the website and thereafter log in onto the platform.
Okay.
Like how you log in on any other platform, like how you are on an Instagram or Facebook or LinkedIn. Similarly, www.inkclick.com is the name of the platform. You can click here and either register yourself as a parent, and if you have filled up the form, then we will be registering you. You just have to log in thereafter.
Okay, ma'am, I have already filled the attendance form, so it means you have to register now.
So we will be registering you from the back end. We will be registering you. आपके पास एक email आएगी जो आपने email address भरा है, उसी email पे you will be receiving an email from Inkclick that is basically to verify your email address.
Okay, fine. Thank you, ma'am.
बंद कर ली
Yes, if any parent who's not filled up the form requests you to please fill the form.
Hello.
There are 2 hands raised. Can I get your questions quickly before we wrap up?
Ma'am, actually, I didn't get any email from your side.
You will be receiving an email by the end of the day because you've just filled up the form. It will take us some time to register you from the back end. And thereafter, you can
Hello, ma'am.
to the platform.
Only after that we can log in at your platform, right?
Yes, but before that, if you want to, you can register on your own also. That is also a facility. You can register yourself on your own.
Oh, thank you. Thank
Excuse
you.
me, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Ma'am, can you just elaborate exactly what all is this app about and what we can get?
I will request Tanvi to just share a video where we talk about all the features of the platform. Tanvi, request you to share the screen. Yes. With the audio, please. So this is the website. Tanvi, your audio is not audible. I cannot hear you. Tanvi, your audio is, we cannot hear you.
Sorry, ma'am.
We cannot hear you. Can you go back and start with the audio, please?
Hi guys, I am Inky and I have time travel from present. Download the Inkclick app or register at inkclick.com, a place where learning is the key to every quest. Sign up on the platform and log into your account, check your feed and other exciting features. Wait. Before moving on, fill in your profile details and send your social media and phone contacts to help us understand you better. The navigation buttons on the screen is your portal to a better future. Wondering how? For you young champs, the first button is Scrapbook. Share your creative innovations and thoughts with your friends or use it as your personal diary. Whereas the teachers and parents is this classroom where they can add new courses and plan live sessions. The button with the plus lets you share your thoughts in the form of videos or images. Choose to post in new feed or on Scrapbook and choose your privacy settings. The library provides you two options of courses and sessions where you can learn. It also lets us save a few in your wish list or download to watch it anytime, anywhere. The notification will give you updates about your friends, mentors, upcoming classes and other important things. The platform also allows you to search a particular mentor, course or your friend. In this menu, join or create groups, update your profile and account settings, check your transaction history and many more. Make your future with just a click. Be more.
Thank you, Tanvi. I hope this gave you an understanding of what the platform is. So it is a networking and learning platform. You register on the platform and thereafter you can connect with each other, search them, and also if you want to learn and purchase anything, you can do that. There is a poll which is shared on the platform. Request you to, on screen, request you to quickly fill that poll so that yes, this is a quick poll. We want you to quickly fill this up. Another 30 seconds and we will be ending the poll.
Ma'am,
I request you to mute yourself. Please quickly fill up the form. It's going to take you just 20 seconds to do that. You're getting very... There is a question which has come that verify your email. You will be registered today itself. So आपको एक email आएगा on your email address. It'll be in your inbox. Sometimes it just tends to go in the spam also. आप वहाँ पे भी check कीजिएगा. Just click on that mail from Inkclick and thereafter you can register. You can log in onto the platform. Another 30 seconds, we will be closing on to the poll. Request you to quickly fill this. So I hope you all have got clarity about how Inkclick is. Inkclick is a learning platform, a networking platform where you register, you log in for free. It's the only students network with where students, parents, and teachers are there in India. The only network for the age group until the age group of 21 before you hop on to the world of LinkedIn. So as you all will be registered today, log in onto the platform, explore the platform, share your content, search for mentors. And if you feel, then purchase the content. Another 10 seconds, we will be closing on to the poll. Who haven't filled up the form, please feel free to fill up the form. It's on the chat. There is a WhatsApp number which has been put on the chat as well. Ayush requests you to put that number. If you have any queries regarding your registrations, login, or how to use the platform, please feel free to connect on the WhatsApp number. Thank you so much for joining. We are ending the poll. Thank you so much for joining. Usha ma'am, some closing words from your end. Yes, I see one question. I'll just take up one last question, please. Yes, what's the question? Kindly unmute yourself and you can ask the question.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. Good evening, ma'am. I have a query regarding that. I have submitted the form. I filled up the form, and as I, that just downloaded the link, that app you were asking about, and
Correct.
I've filled up the form as well. But it's showing that you are not linked in as a parent. You are not participant.
Yes, because you've just filled up the form. It will take us some time to register you today.
Okay.
And aaj hi aapko, you will be receiving an email and also a message. So just verify that, and thereafter you can use the platform. So
All
we
right.
will be registering you from the back end, and thereafter you can log in. You will be getting an email and a message. Kindly verify on that, and thereafter start using the platform. Thank you so much, parents, for all your time. And hope you and your child uses the platform and creates his or her learning portfolio before they actually get onto the professional world. All your schools are members with us, and we keep conducting webinars with them from time to time every month. So, and Usha ma'am, some closing words from your end. Ma'am, can you unmute yourself, ma'am? I think there seems to be some technical glitch. But thank you so much. And thank you, Usha ma'am, for being there. And thank you, parents. You will all be receiving. Yes, I know, but there seems to be some issue with the network. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.